What's going on, guys? Thursday Night Football here. Week 5. I don't know if you can tell, but we did a teamwork on this presentation board for you. So
God.
I think it's pretty good if you can't tell who did what, but just take a closer look. Let me know if the board's straight, crooked. I think it's a little crooked. We're gonna... We good now? Alright, cool. Thursday Night Football, y'all. Last week we killed it, and we went 3-0 on our props, won people some money, had some people tail our bets, and we're going to try to do it again for you. This week's kind of tough, but I think we're pretty good because it's 2 NFC teams, so I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on the game. So, what we're going to do is 1 player prop each, and then we're going to go back to the well like we did last week, where we both agreed on a player prop to give you a third prop. Nice little 3-man leg, prize pick parlay that you can do, and then 1 fantasy player each, and then our score prediction. Seb, kick us off with the prop.
All right, my first prop, Brian Robinson, over 63.5 rush yards. I was hesitant to go back to a rusher after last week Travis Etienne sold me, but you would assume if you get 20-plus carries in a game, that you could get over 68 yards, or he was at 66 yards. He only needed 14 more yards. So, really disappointed of that. But here I favor Brian Robinson because the Bears are ranked 31st versus the rush. Almost dead last, if not dead last. And Robinson put up 45 on Philly's talented rush defense. Their rush defense is, top 6 in the league. So last
number 1. We were number 1.
We're number 1, yes. Chicago gave up 72 yards to Jahleel McLaughlin.
Hey, Junior.
I spelt it wrong, but it's okay. I don't even know who he is. Do you know who he is? I don't know who he is.
No, he's a rookie.
I have no idea who this man is. But if he could explode on the Bears' weak rush defense, Robinson 100% should be able to. That's
Brian Robinson looks good this year.
Yeah, I love it.
He looks very good. Way better than I thought he'd be. He's definitely the best running back in that backfield compared to Gibson, Gibson fumbles every single week, I feel like.
Yeah.
He didn't literally last week, they threw a pitch, and he went, and then picked it up and ran like 4 yards. I was like, oh my God. Explain how the game went for the Eagles on Sunday, but worked out. All right, y'all. So, for my prop, I have another fellow commander in Terry McLaurin going over 4.5 receiving yards. All right. He averages 4.8, so he's right around here. But the main reason I'm choosing Terry to go over 4.5 receiving yards is because he's playing the Bears, who are not a very good pass defense, really at all. Cortland Sutton had a pretty good game against them. Romeo Doubs caught 2 touchdowns against them. And their defense leaves a whole bunch of space. Mike Evans had a nuts game against the Bears. So through the first month of the season, the Bears have not been good on defense all around, but really their secondary has not been strong at all, and teams have been able to expose them. I like Terry McLaurin to go over 4.5 receiving yards. Him and Sam Howell look like they're starting to get a little bit of camaraderie.
So now you're going to give Sam Howell some love, huh?
I mean, I'll give him some love if he makes me some money this week, but if not, no, go back to hating him. All right, so, fantasy player.
My fantasy player, Washington's defense.
We made it 1 week without mentioning the
but the defense is really highly favored in this, and they're available in waiver. Okay, I get it. Washington's defense gave up -1 to Philadelphia last week. It was a shootout, and it's Philadelphia. Of course, they're not gonna. There's no defense in the league that's gonna give up more than 6 to 8 points when they play them. I'm going to be honest about that. The Patriots, we had 8 points against them just because we had interception or something, or
interception and fumble.
So but it was a shootout. So now looking at the pass defenses that the Bears have played, Broncos had 8. They're fairly awful. Chiefs had 12, not as strong. The Bucks had 19. Okay, they are beat up to the max. And the Packers had 14.
So people aren't scoring less than 8 against them.
Nope, not at all. So Washington's defense is available in most of the leagues that I'm in. I think all of them. Right now, depending on who you have at your defense, this is a good weekly pickup option, especially playing the 30th ranked offense.
Okay, I like that take. Okay, I think that can work out well for you. And like he said, go play the waiver wire, pick up Commanders defense. I think that's 100% a smart move to do. Cohen will be trying to make that move because he wants to go for the Bears defense every week. Just thought I'd let you know that.
Good.
He told me that tactic. All right, so for my fantasy player, threw me off a little bit. My fantasy player is going to be tailing Seb's player prop, and I actually went with that player prop, but then when I saw Seb picked it, I gave him dibs. He first come, first serve. Brian Robinson is my fantasy play of the week. I 100% think he's going to get in the end zone because whenever the Commanders are winning, they tend to run the ball. They don't want to keep the ball in Sam Howell's hands, so they like to hand it off. And on the goal line, he is the guy. He's a power back.
Yep.
He fumbled this week at like the inch-yard line and should have gotten the end zone. They picked it up and scored. Whatever. But I 100% think that Brian Robinson has a positive game as they are going to be in a positive game script and are going to be feeding him the rock, and he's going to be getting his touches and volume. Brian Robinson for your fantasy play.
At your flex or RB1 or 2?
Oh, he's going to give you low-end RB1 numbers, but if you have Brian Robinson at your flex, you're doing very good. Because Brian Robinson is a starting running back on fantasy football. You got to start him almost every week unless you know the Commanders are going to get romped. Which is some weeks.
Which is going to be coming up. I think their run ends. But anyway, to our score prediction now. Yeah, for this game, I don't think I'm gonna watch this game. If I'm being honest with you, it's just I don't really, bro. It's Washington and Chicago. Like I think it's gonna be a good game, but Commanders win 24-21. Low scoring game. I think it will be decided by 3 points. Washington nearly beat a strong Philadelphia team. I give them props for that. They played their hearts out in that game. Obviously, Philadelphia made some stupid errors throughout the game at the end of the game. Like, really retarded errors. But it's okay. It's still them. They're still undefeated. But anyways, however, Bears blew a 21-point lead to the Broncos, who gave up 70 points 2 weeks ago. Washington's D-line, as we saw last week, were really good. They should kill the Bears' offense, okay? And Justin Fields will have to scramble when he can because he will not have much time to throw it. He just won't have much time to throw it in the light pocket. Washington is riding a hot wave. They should improve to 3-2. However, last week, like I said, they took advantage of some errors and they almost won this game. But after they beat the Bears, it's gonna get tough for them.
You need to stop watching Skip Bayless.
I'm not watching Skip Bayless actually. I hate Skip Bayless.
All right,
because he's a Cowboys fan.
He's not a good guy. All right, guys. So I got the Bears losing and the Commanders winning. Sorry, Mitch, if you're watching this video, but not for the Bears. Commanders win 26-20. All right, hitting the over. Total points at 45 right now. I think it hits 46.
You always
and the
look
spread
at the point spread.
is yes, you got to, bro. That's how you navigate. So I think 26-20, 6-point spread too. So it's gonna push that spread. If it hits 6.5, go under. I got Commanders winning 26-20, and a big reason for that is I think the D-line. I always look at the offensive line of scrimmage and the defensive line of scrimmage. And who's gonna control that line of scrimmage?
Chase Young.
And I think Chase Young. Jonathan Allen,
Josh Sweat,
Payne, Sweat's on the Eagles.
Oh,
Payne,
who's the guy?
Montez Sweat.
Montez Sweat.
All those guys are animals, and the Bears are not good on the offensive line at all. The Commanders, I have a 10% sack rate, so that means 1 every 10 dropbacks, the quarterback is having his face mask in the dirt. Okay, but that don't mean pressures or hits. It takes a lot to sack a quarterback.
Yeah.
Especially with the Bears.
Last night, the Seahawks had 11 sacks.
Exactly. It takes a lot. I know, bro. They had like almost 30 fantasy points, if not more. And, Justin Fields is going to be under pressure. Also, their linebackers didn't play bad last week, and the tight end Dallas Goedert didn't have a great game.
Yeah, I know.
So Justin Fields does not have that safety valve right there. And Cole Kmet might not have a good game. He had 2 touchdowns last week. Another thing is, goes back to my Terry player prop. The Bears allow 70% completion percentage for opposing quarterbacks. That means quarterbacks are throwing the ball and successful 70% of the time. They've played Jordan Love. They've played Baker Mayfield. They've played Russell Wilson. And I'm missing a game in there. And then Patrick Mahomes is pretty good. But those other 3, Baker Mayfield, Jordan Love, and who was the third?
Russell Wilson.
And Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield are not great quarterbacks.
No.
3 out of 4 games. And you're averaging 70% completion percentage? No. Can't have that. Definitely Commanders win this game. Sam Howell looks like he's picking up heat a little bit. Not saying he's a good quarterback because there's not enough film on him. Once NFL adjusts, we'll see how good he is. Commanders win 26-20. Defend their home turf.
Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna take time out of my life to watch this game. Honestly,
I'm gonna watch. I love Thursday night football just because football hasn't happened in a while.
I gotta be up early on Friday, so I don't know. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we continue our Thursday night hot streak because I love winning money, even though it's not going to my account. But it's okay. I still love winning. I love to win. I hate to lose. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace.